Good morning. I'm going to be using 2 chairs this morning. I'd like to get into like some modified pigeon poses, if possible. I'm going to just throw some quiet music on, because it's that morning, right? Nothing exciting. Trying to find. Oh, I gotta go the right way. Lord help me. One day, I will be able to use the remote and not have to scroll with it, right? That's a total lie. All right, so I actually wanted to start standing up this morning. I'm not worried about how the chair is positioned. I just need it for a little balance work. Of course, I'm all in dark colors, so it's not gonna work well, is it? I guess you'll see my outline. Great. So, front to back, everything's stacked. I want to turn to the profile. I forgot I do have a smidge, right? My knees are soft, my feet are flat on the floor. I want to think about sending my knees forward and coming up. Send them forward and come up. Send them forward and come up. Nice and easy, waking up the lower legs, the ankles. All this goodness, right? Let's do a couple more. And I feel like I'm sliding down the wall. Oh, when I hang out here for a second, oh, that feels better, right? Working from the ground up. All right, we're gonna keep on this standing position for just a little longer. I'm gonna do a leg swing. Now, when I swing across, my toe naturally turns out. When I swing out, my toe naturally turns in. I'm not forcing it. I'm allowing the momentum to take the leg where it needs to go. So again, nice and tall, swing through, swing out, swing through. And I'm keeping the leg on the plane in front of me. Just letting it open up. Couple more. And again, softening, standing. Shake it out for just a second. I want to stay on the same leg. So that one was sweeping across the front. I want to think forward, my toe turns out, and it stays turned out. So it's front, back, plane. And again, it goes where it goes. Find your abs, right? With everything up. No, we'll do the other leg, right? 4, 3, 2, just one more. I stand the legs like, hey, let's do something over here, right? So again, it's the plane in front of us. I'm not forcing my leg to do anything that it doesn't want to do right now. Because why? We're doing range of motion. Ooh, my hips said not this morning, we're not, right? Just swinging through, swing through. And it's interesting that from one hip to the next, the difference, right? This one has a, I'll call it a hitch in the giddy up, where this one went, no big deal. Front back. Front back. When you're going back, try not to let your pelvis push back. I'm trying to keep my tailbone tucked under, so it allows that hip flexor to stretch like it needs to. 4, 3, 2, and contract rest. If you hootie back, the leg's actually still in that position, right? So we need to try to keep this tucked. So the leg's not gonna go super high in the back ever, or at least it shouldn't unless you have super flexibility. All right, so things should feel a little looser from here down, right? Gonna work upstairs or just with a standing position. I'm literally gonna knock stuff over, you know. So, feet are parallel, toes are in alignment, directly under my hips. Now I want you to think about pulling your abdominals in. We're hinting at the hips. So I'm just going to start pushing the chair away. And pushing the chair away. And keeping my hips over my heels. And I'm going to find that sweet spot right about there, where I can feel my hamstrings. Now I want you to take your abdominals and really pull them up, protecting the back. Take some breath. Exhale. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Try to move these. Your gastrocs, your calf muscles, your hamstrings, the entire back of your legs. All right, here we go again. Take a breath. Exhale. Can you push the chair a little more, keeping a flat back? And I'm going to hang out here because I got a nice pull in the back of the legs. And again, I'm trying to keep my hips over so I'm not forward and I'm not back. Because then I bend my knees and do weird stuff, right? Pull up, pull up. You're fighting gravity with those abs, so we're actually working abdominals here as well. Stretch. I'm in the middle portion of my feet on my arch. Take a breath. Exhale, can you push the chair out more? Extending through the back, keeping the shoulder blades engaged in your back so I'm not clenching by any means. Release it, release it. Then we try one more time. Take a breath. Exhale. Extend. So I'm taking my tailbone towards the back wall and I'm supermaning towards the front wall. And I have a huge stretch on the back side of my body. And to get out of it, bend your knees, bend your elbows, step forward, right? When you step forward, you can feel like you're Gumby on the back side of your body, which is fabulous. Again, I'm going to use the chairs in a standing position to help me stretch. I'm in between the chairs. People think I'm crazy because I use chairs all the time for all kinds of, doesn't matter fitness level. I find them to be very valuable in my world. It makes people do better technique and feel safe. My palms are touching the chair right now. And as you can see, I'm pretty much parallel with the back of the chair. I want to step forward, keeping my arms right where they're at. Now, lift the chest and look up. Bring the shoulder blades together. So you should feel maybe a little belly stretch. Knees are soft, by the way. A little belly stretch, a little stretch across the chest. Oh, maybe a little shoulder. And step back. Release, right? Roll the shoulders a little bit. Make things feel better. We're going to do it again. This time, I want you to put the palms of your hands on top of the chair. Now, I'm not pushing into the chair. It's just blocking, right, to keep my wrist bent. So I don't have to think so much. We like when we don't have to think. We can just do other things better, right? So we're going to step forward again, keeping the wrist bent. My palms are towards the floor. I can get a little further now and look up, and now I have a nervy stretch. A little bit in my hands, but definitely in my forearms. And now I can open up my chest a little bit more. So squeeze your back muscles to allow the front of your body to stretch more. And step back. And nice and easy, front back stretch. All right, so yes, we are stretching so we can do mobility because it's 6:45 a.m. It's cold outside, blah, blah, blah. And some of us are not 100% well. Colds, flu, blah, 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 recovering from things. Recovering from the holidays still. Lord have mercy, right? All right, so I'm going to put you between the chairs again, but I need to go front back here. So, arms are up, shoulders are back and down. And again, my feet, everything stacked. Shoulders, hips, knees. So my feet are not outside the body, are closed in. You can see there's space. Pull your dumbbells up, top. Reach up, shoulder and legs press down on your back. I want to think about having that high bar. We're going to jump over, right? So we're going to jump over the high bar, but my hips didn't move, right? I'm not moving the chair. Hence the reason I put the chairs there. So you can see that my hips are not changing position. Bring it back in, high bar on the right. Take a breath. Exhale. I'm pushing through the right side of my body to the ceiling. So I have this huge stretch on the left. Bring it down, inhale, exhale, jump over the high bar. Inhale, jump over the high bar right. Inhale, relax for a minute. So now we have a little more front side, back, front, side to side, stretch. Now I'm going to start the rotational, but I want to do that in the seated position. So we're going to flip the chairs around. And we're going to move my glasses so I don't bust them. Right? Grab a quick drink. So when I put this down earlier, I squatted gingerly because my hips were like, not yet, sister. Much better. All right, so I'm just having the chairs face each other. We're going to start very modified. Kick the leg up and over, right? Now, your position is your position. My leg is straight out from my hip. At my knee, it goes out 45 degrees because I have my external rotation. So the bottom of my shoe is facing that direction. And my leg is not like pulled in, totally bent. It is elongated out. Now, sit tall. You should feel the back of your hip, the outside of your thigh. And depending on your flexibility, you might have to lean forward a little bit. All right, and come back. So here's the rotational part. You're holding on to your steering wheel. You're going to push forward, rotate, bring it back, and neutral. So we're rotating to the leg. Here we go. So inhale, exhale, inhale back. Forward, rotate, bring it back. Forward, rotate, bring it back. Forward, rotate, and bring it back. And each time I'm thinking push. My hips are staying in neutral as much as possible and not allowing this hip to come up. Couple more. One more, please. And back. I think I'm going to turn on one more set of lights real quick. I just feel like it's really dark. Ah, there I am. That works much better. I have to remember that for next time. Sorry, guys. So the other side, sitting in the back of the chair. See, I really do have green pants on. I want to have so this is my knee outside of my body, right? I want my knee to be in more of alignment. Again, straight out, 45 degree. The sole of my shoe is facing my left. And again, I'm just sitting up and going forward, so I can start a little stretch here. I tend to like to hold on to the chair because it forces me to lift a little bit more, right? And I can feel pressure in the chair, lifting through the crown, all this stuff. All right, here we go. Hold on to the steering wheel. Out, turn, bring it back. Forward, rotate, neutral, back. Nice. Now just being easy with ourselves, right? Finding the rotation. Because this is not like, oh, we can have it done in 5 minutes. This is a process that needs to happen actually on a daily basis. 2 more. Especially as we age. I talk about aging a lot. It's very humbling. It's very humbling. All right, bring it down. The chair's going to stay in front of us. We're in a straddle position. So we did this kind of earlier, but we had straight legs. This is more of a straddle right now. Again, this is a mobility 1 class, so I'm not going to be crazy. Well, sometimes. Actually, I want to put the chair on first. So my hands are on the back of the chair. I'm thinking about having a tall spine. Spine includes your head. This is my fixed position. And I want to take my head away from my fixed position the whole time. Drop the shoulder blades down on your back. Take a breath. Exhale. Reach out, push the chair away, push the chair away, push the chair away. Find that sweet spot that you're like, oh, there it is, right? And everybody's different. Once you found it, hang out for just a moment. We're going to leave your left hand on the chair. That right hand is going to do a snow angel. Snow angel. Bring it back. Left arm. Snow angel. Snow angel. Pull your abs up. Snow angel. Snow angel. That's great. Left arm. We're going to do one more each. Right. And left. Stay here. Take a breath. Exhale. Can you push out more now? Drop the shoulder blades. Can you push your armpits towards the floor? Stretch open your wrong waist. Here's your snow angel. Right. Left. Right. Left. Right. Left. One more each, please. Right. Left. And I'm going to give myself support in the chair. Nice and tall. We're going to place your left hand on that chair. Right? Great. We're going to take that right elbow to the back, open, put it down, bring it front. Open, open, close, close. I'm using my left arm to help me rotate a little bit more. My abs are firing up, my hips stay in neutral. Rotation is functional fitness. We have to keep the ability to rotate in our trunk. Let's do one more, and then we'll do the other side. The reason why I'm rotating the arm up is for my rotator cuff, right? So arm on the shelf, open the arm, put it back on the shelf, and close. Find the rotation. And again, that right arm is helping me. It pulls me around, right? As my abs fire up, the arm fires up, everybody's working. 2 more, please. Last one. And come up. So we've done front, back, sides, insides, and now we've started rotational movement, not only in our trunk, but in our shoulders, right? We do a lot of rotational stuff in our hips all the time. I just don't talk about it. Internal, external rotation. And in different levels. So I'm hoping we're about 23 minutes in that you feel like you're a little looser. That's the game plan, at least. Flip the chair back around. So, less of a bend, right? Earlier I had you about 45. I want it whatever that position is, right? Is back quite straight? Is definitely external rotation. Here we go. Rotate to the left. Rotate to the left. That's all we're doing for just a moment. We can turn if you want to. One more. All right. So now we're going to turn to the right hand. We're going to fly over and come up. Fly over and come up. And you might feel a little in that left hip and a big stretch on the right. So I'm just diving over, right? Let's do one more. We're going to switch legs. And again, leg is extended, it's not way in. Changing the angle of our body and then moving through it is a big deal, right? And again, I want to stretch rotationally so my back is primed for a different stretch, right? Your obliques are going to be like, I'm active, I can help, right? It's about supporting yourself. Let's do one more. And again, we're going to rotate to the left. That hand's going to give myself a nice little rub on the leg as I support myself in the stretch. So up and over, up and over. So we're just adding some dynamic movement to our flexibility. We're working on mobility, and now we're saying it's okay to get a little deeper into the stretch. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Nice job. Bring it down. Go ahead and stand up for me. Because we've been sitting in a straddle position for a while and doing movement, we've actually been working some hip mobility. So you should feel like you can move a little better. We're hoping. Again, using the chair, I'm going to flip this around. This is my support chair. We all need a little support, right? I'm trying to decide. Excuse me. So I'm going to place my leg in the chair. So I want to call this my right leg, this my left, even though I'm calling backwards, okay? Right leg is pointed to the wall in front of me. I want to lay the leg on the back of the chair. So there's a little bit of an internal rotation, not a big internal, a little one. Now, my other leg is going to turn 90 degrees away from it, right? So without really trying, I have a stretch on that adductor, your inner thigh. So again, the chairs are here for support. I'm going to soften the knee and stand up. Soften the knee and stand up. Working on the dorsiflexion in your ankle. The lowering aspect is actually a mobility thing, allowing your knee to track how it's supposed to track, all the while stretching the groin. Let's go one more. And stand up. I want to take the foot back for just a moment. I'm going to take the foot in the chair, and I'm moving it back a couple inches. Nothing crazy, just a couple inches, right? So it's not at the back of the chair by any means. It's about here, okay? I'm turning back. I'm going to allow that knee to touch again. Now I have more of an angle with my foot kicked out, more internal rotation. Here we go again. Let's do just a few here, not a lot. And again, we're just opening up. Just a couple more. Nice. Bring that foot back. We're moving the foot again. So I'm about mid-chair, okay? Turn the foot. Oh, look at, oh. So now I have more internal rotation out to the side. And now I'm feeling a little bit more gumption in the zip going, oh my, right? We're gonna do one more. Turn the foot back. So, you notice I didn't say take the foot down. I want to put the foot at the front of the chair and drop the knee so I can turn all the way around. And again, I have support. There's a reason for the chairs. Now, if you need to take it all the way down, do what you need. But my foot's just hanging out in the chair. I'm pushing forward a little bit. So I have a hip flexor quad stretch, and it feels quite nice. The foot in the chair in the back is just hanging out. Take the knee forward and up. Take it forward and up. And again, here's your posture, right? Nothing crazy. We're going to do one more. We're going to take this leg, turn it out. It's on the front edge of the chair, and I'm picking my knee up. I'm facing away from the leg, and here we go again. Down and up. One more. Nice job today. Ooh, bring it down. And you should feel like ooh, 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 in that hip. Yeah, that's my professional terminology. All right. Support chair. Right? Leg chair. Foot goes in the back of the chair. As I rotate the standing leg, it automatically goes to the back of the chair with a slight bit of internal rotation. It's interesting because I have more stretch here than on the other side. The other side I felt nothing but adductor. I don't have nothing right now, right? It's just interesting how the body adapts to our everyday life. And we can tell we get really, I'll call it one-sided, doing certain things, like raking, shoveling snow. We have to use both sides or it doesn't work well. Our brain likes it too. It makes it a stronger brain. Go one more. Here we go, flip that foot back. As I pull up. I'm moving the foot back just a few inches. I'm not in the middle of the chair yet. Rotate that standing leg. Let the knee drop to the chair. More rotation. And lower and lift. So the first side when I start doing this stuff, I'm like, because I have to give you a lot of information. The second side, you already kind of know what's going to happen, right? I can actually lower into this leg better than the other side because I don't have that stretch. Bring it back. All right, middle of the chair. Rotate. This is so weird. Like, I don't have that stretch I had before on the other side. Nor in the hip either. So pay attention. Like, that tells me I need to work this hip more for mobility. My inner thigh is definitely tighter. Go one more. Nice. We're gonna drop down and turn around. Can't believe how fast this class is going this morning. Again, the top of my foot's laying in the chair. I'm not thinking about it. It's just hanging out. What I'm thinking about is pelvic tilt a little bit, so I'm pushing that hip forward towards the chair, stretching open the hip flexor and into the quad. And it really feels quite nice, I have to tell you. Here we go. Bend and straighten. Just add a little to the mix. Find yourself over your heel and back of your arch in that standing leg. Let's do just a couple more, please. All right. So we're going to take that foot to the front corner of the chair. Pick up the knee. And lift and lower. So basically it's an arabesque. If you're one of my ballet ladies, arabesque. And I can feel my glutes fired up because I'm doing external rotation. Just a couple more. Last one. And stand up. And again, you should feel your glutes because they were definitely active. Anytime you turn your feet up, your glutes should activate. Should. Did you hear that word? Should activate. That's like a mandatory thing. I don't like saying should a lot, but this is one of them that when you turn your foot up, if you're just trying to do it with your quad or what else am I using? It's hard for me to turn my leg out without activating my glute. That's all glute activation. Squeeze my glute and it turns your leg out automatically without thinking about it. We learn how to use our body better. It's happier. All right, so we have just a little bit of time left. I want to work on hamstring lengthening. This isn't always pleasant, right? So I purposefully did not sit in the back of the chair because it's too easy to get a lean back because the chairs are not perfectly up and down. So I want to think about extending up, away from my tailbone, and I'm actually trying to push my heel between where this back of the chair is and the seat, and pulling my toes away from the back of the chair. Now I'm going to hold on to this chair and lift my chest, depressing my shoulder blades back and down. Pull your abs up. So this is where we're starting. The other leg, you can put it where you want it. I'm not worried about it right now. Now I'm going to change, oh my gosh, no, I'm not changing chairs. I'm just going to pitch forward because I have a huge stretch. Now, if I rounded my back, yeah, I could go all the way down, but that's not going to help my hamstring or my calf. And we're just holding on, keeping the pressure into the back of your leg. Just a little bit longer. and release. Bring it down. We're going to switch sides. So again, this leg, it can do it at once. Not worried about it. Push your heel in this place, right? Pull your toes away from the back. Sit tall. And again, I'm clipping my hands to pitch myself forward, and I'm just hanging out. OMG. So I have been going to see a specialist about my hip. And it's not arthritis, yay. But I have some weird muscle stuff going on. And I have a huge pull on this left side, much bigger than the right. It's a lot better. Like, I couldn't even get to this point without wincing in pain, right? So this stuff works. Sometimes we need a little extra help. But it's really important to do all your flexibility and mobility training and bring it back. So if you ever have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always available for questions. I answer them as soon as I can. I'm 57 years old, so I have grandchildren, and I do some sort of stretch or exercise every single day. It's just that important. And even with all of that, trying to eat better, smarter, not better, smarter. Trying to keep my intake 80% clean. Trying to drink more fluid, less carbonated fluid, more water, tea, flavored. I'm big into flavored water. Just being kinder to yourself, getting the rest you need. All those things will equal a quality lifestyle. Some people want to fit in a bikini, and some people want to be able to get up the next day and get out of bed without pain. So pick your poison, right? If you're wanting to have quality of life, pick the right program. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. We are doing yoga HIIT tomorrow. Everything can be modified. You do not have to jump. It's kind of a humbling kind of workout for myself even. Have a great day. Take care.